Greetings everyone, here we are inside of our 2023 Camaro 1LE SS, taking a quick minute to clean up the Alcantara on our steering wheel and shift knob. As you likely know, Alcantara is just an absolutely awesome looking product, but over time, between the oils in your hand and sometimes the things that you touch in the vehicle or whatever else coming into the car with dirtier hands, you're going to transfer those things onto that steering wheel, and that slightly greater abrasiveness of Alcantara means you need to be a little bit more diligent about cleaning it on a regular basis. So here we are just with a detailing brush, one of the detailer's best friends. This one was clean when we started the project here. And I've got some foaming fabric cleaner. It's vehicle specific. I get it wholesale by the gallon and dilute it down about probably 5 or 6 to 1 in a spray bottle. Really inexpensive product. Typically something like that, an auto fabric cleaner, is going to run you in the neighborhood of maybe $5 to $7, maybe a little bit more depending on what product you're buying. In bulk, it's even cheaper. So you'll notice we're just taking some time to go around the wheel here and take a crack at putting the spray on the wheel or on the brush, and then from there working it into the Alcantara fabric itself on the wheel. The Alcantara is something that comes specific on the Camaro SS 1LE package. The $700 to $7,500 package includes a whole long list of very cool performance upgrades for the Camaro, including magnetic ride control, the E-Diff, GM's Magic electronic rear differential, a lot of interior bits, the very comfortable Recaro seats that I'm sitting in while filming this, and kind of a host of other cool options. This is also a 2SS Camaro, and so you'll notice a little bit around the top of the screen, which we've got smudges all over, I know. You'll see a little bit of a blue accent light that extends down the doors, kind of behind where the steering wheel is in this video, and into the cup holder, and that changes based on what driving mode you're in. So you'll see I'm just kind of working the product at this point into the steering wheel the whole way around, and it's something that is easy to do, but it's something you have to do more frequently than you ever would with a traditional leather steering wheel or even a plastic steering wheel. Those plastic steering wheels or leather steering wheels tend to last a lot longer, but you know, Alcantara can last just as long if you maintain it. And if you don't maintain the Alcantara, it will start to look matted, it will start to look greasy in spots, and then it will start to almost like have a polished look to it, which just makes it look dirty. The fun thing about it is you can still restore it from that point. It'd probably take a little bit more effort than what I'm doing right here, maybe a couple passes with the brush, maybe a little bit more aggressive cleaning with maybe some different chemical products, or a less diluted product would be an option. And now you can see here I'm just going around the wheel and wiping the product off, just getting in there really good with a fair amount of pressure. And you can see the dirt. That microfiber was brand new, clean, and yellow when we started. We can thank our friends at Costco for those giant packs of microfibers. And you can just see kind of the dinginess coming off the wheel, that grime, and I'll show it to you here in a second as we get a little closer to it. But one of the fun things about it is that you get the opportunity to really do this yourself, and then now when you go get back in the car again, it's going to look super clean, super nice, and really have the opportunity to kind of pop when you get in the car and have that really matte kind of look that everyone looks for. So just taking the time to kind of get into all the crevices. The other thing I'll say to really focus on that I find with steering wheels is that the exterior of the wheel itself, kind of where your hands would run along if you were turning and kind of letting the wheel slide in your hands, that doesn't tend to get incredibly dirty. I tend to find that the areas right where you rest your thumbs, right on top of the kind of the 9 and 3 of the steering wheel, tend to be real dirt magnets. And there it is, folks. There's all that dirt that just came off there. We actually did this about 3 or 4 weeks ago. So just to put into perspective, that's probably a few thousand miles of driving to see all that dirt come off there, which is a lot of dirt. Just taking a minute to get under the shift knob and do a little bit of work there. Try to keep using a fresh part of the rag that hasn't been exposed to that dirt. You can see some of the buildup that's come off the wheel behind it. and just working our way around, trying to just dry it off a little bit, and we'll of course let it air dry when we're done. One thing too I'll mention, this is the manual, so you're touching that shift knob a lot more than you are in probably one of the automatic 10-speed Camaro 1LEs, which, don't get me wrong, are super fast, but I love having the 6-speed, and that of course means you're touching that shift knob quite a bit when you're driving, and that means you got to be a little more attentive to cleaning it. So that's kind of the quick summary of how I typically clean Alcantara. If I get a spot on the seats that have Alcantara inserts, the Recaros in this car that you can get in cool Recaros and the 2SS can have that. And yeah, just a huge amount of dirt off that wheel. And now next time we're going to get in the car, it's going to look really nice, which I think is a real perk. So feel free to like and subscribe and drop any questions you've got in the comments. This is an easy, quick tutorial about how to clean Alcantara and really make it back to its factory-looking self. If you got into this car now after I've done this and the wheels probably had a few hours to air dry off, you would think it was brand new, and really has a nice look to it. So with all that said, we're going to throw a little bit of bonus content at you, because I am getting hives looking at that screen on the dash there on the right of the video. There's the thumbs up for that, and we're going to cut over to a little bonus content here. We're going to fix those smudges on that dash screen right now. Come in with a little bit of quick detailer. Yeah, not cool. Lots of fingerprints on there. Happens. You got to touch that thing. It's part of working the car now. Come in with a little bit of quick detailer. Come in with a clean microfiber. That one's out of the laundry. Come back through, and forgive me for committing the detailing sin of not ripping the tag off this guy, but we're not worried about scratching the paint or anything. We're going to come through, just kind of wipe it clean with the first pass, lightly dry it with the second pass, let the quick detailer flash off here when we're done, catch any little spots there at the end, and that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe. Appreciate it.